Hi beautiful twin flames, welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D, a place in which I coach you to move into your ascension path and union. Now please subscribe because we do have the members hub and you do get the up-to-date notifications as to lives. I'm live every Friday at 10 AM GMT. And you can find the membership hub, which is a great place to have those private conversations, and I join you twice a month. Very separately on the channel, we connect in with the totems, with signs and synchronicities, and really helping you navigate through the process, which is where I've been. It has been a long path. Now, we do have the website if you're wanting to make a booking. We also have up and coming webinars, so stay tuned and I'll post them in the community tab. And the next one coming up is Aries and Chiron. So if you want to join us, jump on the link directly below. Without further ado, let's get into your element read for your twin flame path. And I guide you as well as come through and join us on Fridays. Hi beautifuls, we're here to do the twin flame update for the divine masculine signs of the air element. Now, okay, I'm seeing how this is playing out in the cards, and I had to sit with the energy for a little bit to really absorb what is being said here. I have noticed in a synchronistic pattern between now and Mercury direct, which I believe is around the 22nd, I do believe there can be some communication and movement within this connection. Now, at the moment, I feel the sacral chakra energy is getting balanced within the masculine, but they're also aware they haven't been completely honest. They have the throat chakra card in reverse and honesty. I feel as though the way they're looking at it, they know that they have moved through challenging times of the past, but they also know that it is about leveling up, being consistent, and they've really had the power to be able to choose what to do from here. So, you know, this is going to play out in a multitude of ways for how this is occurring within your life. What I'm visually seeing psychically is for some of you, if you did have communication with this individual, from that point, what was discussed, experienced, understood, it appears to be that something stopped this situation. It has directly implicated the trust and the balance and the truce within this reunion. I do feel they know energetically, they're psychologically looking at it, that they were needing to get into yin and yang. And in order for both parties to heal, yes, honesty and consistency is going to be required. And unless they're able to, they're in awareness and they're really thinking about it. Although they're not talking about it, they're in awareness that that is going to be the key for this to actually balance out. I do feel they want to go somewhere quiet with you, but at the moment there's this standoffish energy. In their mind, they're really looking at, you know, the yin and yang. They're also looking at the fact that they do want to balance this out with you, and you really did with them, but due to a lack of honesty in this situation and a lack of consistency, and I'm feeling this is after the fact of a cycle. Because we have the world here, and especially from the cards that are pulled as external influences, I believe that this circumstance of the past with the third party energy had ended. And this was a promise of love moving forward. And this has been a very loud message that I've been getting for the masculines of late. In the last 8 weeks, I do believe there was a sort of a blockage that came up. And it was to... It really placed them back in their questioning of, is this, you know, is this situation cursed? And it's not that they feel that you aren't wonderful and amazing, but it's a little bit like a synchronistic pattern occurring, that something at left field is coming and it's feeling to them psychologically, because they're trying to humanize this irrational pattern that's coming from universe of, is this cursed? Am I doing something wrong? Maybe I'm not worthy of such. And it is helping them heal, but it's also helping them address, you know, any unhealthy boundaries. But I feel there's a circumstance that played out that put this on hold. But it's not for long, and they are going to get over that frequency. But it has actually taken them back. It's made them kind of look at it and go, why is this happening? Why are these roadblocks coming up when all my good intentions, heart, love and soul is in this moving forward? What was this situation, please? What was it relating to for divine masculines of air signs? Something to do with the home, something to do with the family. It's kind of taken them back. It's made them go into questioning, but they're moving into their power. And I feel it's almost like they're waiting for something terrible to happen. I do feel for some of them, there may be, you know, there may be something that they have to address head on. And this could be a lawsuit. It could be, again, a binding contract. But I feel it's more, they're getting this thought process that if they come towards you prematurely, it could curse it. There's a little bit of paranoia here, but it's probably for a direct reason. But at the same time, they're pausing and pausing, but they're not understanding not everything's going to be perfect. It's not that they're going to come, you know, with $1 million in the bank and bells on. It's genuinely come as you are, but this individual really is very wary. That may be due to an external influence. So they don't actually know how you're going to take this after the fact. Again, they're really looking at this stubbornness inside them and why it's there. They can't seem to understand it because ultimately they really do want you, but there's a lot of fear at the moment. They're a little bit afraid of, I wouldn't say rejection, failure. That's how it's coming through. What if this fails? What if they can't forgive me? What if they don't understand the circumstances that have played out? And I do feel, again, with these two elements, the last two elements I've done for the twin flames, I have felt a slight level of depression coming through with masculines. But it's more to do with the past, you know, occurrences that happen both within their childhood and moving forward than directly with divine feminine. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. So it's like they're preempting and, you know, they're not wanting to jump in yet. Mercury has messed with them a little bit. There has been a lot of emotions that have come up, which makes perfect sense to me because astrologically they're linked to both Mars and Jupiter just retrograded into the house of Pisces. So they're really tapping into their spirituality, into their psychic energy, where they're going, what their values are. And Juno's really helping that along. So for the divine masculines at the moment, I do really feel they're gaining that strength and self-esteem. And they're having to leave some circumstances behind as well. And I do really feel they have. It's not that they are dealing with it. They're finding peace. They had to accept a circumstance for what it was. They do have a little bit of fear, and it is of abandonment. But not directly that they feel that you are unreliable. It's an embodiment of frequency. They really have made peace with the past, but it's, you know, there's regret here. I do feel the notion of marriage coming up in their mind. Now, marriage, I feel this is moving forward. I feel in the aftermath, some may have with this, you know, situation going on here, they may have gone through divorce and they're actually moving into it where they're actually wishing that they had picked a different person. And look, everything is divinely guided. Every person that comes into our life is sometimes for a lifetime and sometimes for a season, but you know, they are thinking fondly of divine feminine and really seeing her as the empress. I do feel ultimately they wished they had given you everything and they feel you're the perfect choice for them. But it's not just from a choice point of view. It's from a mutual yin and yang point of view that they feel, you know, if they were going to be trapped with anyone, that's who they're really wanting to commit to. And the funny thing is they got freedom horse in reverse and they never felt restrained by you or restricted. So that even if they're tired, they don't feel nagged upon or you get my gist, because it's really showing a very fatigued energy. And I do feel when they come towards you, their purest of intention is for movement forward. They know that trust needs to be rebuilt. They also know that this healing needs to come through. I do feel they've gone through quite a challenging time, but marriage is up on the cards, okay? So they're thinking about this process moving forward. but also really all the way back to their childhood, you know, how far they've come really, which is a good quality to have when you are able to step back and say, gee, you know, wow, okay, I've had a great life, or, you know, I haven't had such a great life, but where did I come from and what am I made of? You know, what is my worth? And I feel they're stepping into their power and really trusting their emotions. And if there is anything that they're needing to tie up in a paperwork form or to bring justice towards you, Divine Feminine, I feel they're wanting to. Okay, I do feel some of them are just making peace with the fact that there was a money fallout. But that there's something coming up. You know, maybe they weren't seeing it. I do feel this could be having to make a decision based on finances relating to a third party. They're wanting a fresh start, and I do feel, again, judgment. This could be, you know, again, tying up finances. This could be, it feels more alimony than anything. For those that relate, or it could be a house. Let's find out. It's to do with the separation, okay? To do with the separation, so really severing those ties. Some of them may have been married, but they directly, their foundation is they're wanting a fresh start. I do feel for some this it's quite reciprocal. I feel it's on both sides, but they really feel they didn't look at it correctly. This is quite a large chunk, and for some, yes, this money can be relating to a child, but it's definitely that new beginning. I'm hearing the term 2 times. It's flipping 2 individuals. I mean, let's just get it straight. Not always do we have one partner in life. So for some of you, this individual did have 2 partners, and it might have felt like 2 karmics to them. I feel that they've really had to listen to their intuition when dealing with this individual. And I feel they've had to do this as smooth, and it's really dragged out. This has been, yeah, they've just felt like to no avail has this loose end tied up. I feel the pressure on my shoulders, like it's really dragging them down. It's really taking an awful long time in their mind. Let's see how the travel aspect is going. Sorry, I bumped the table. Okay, how are they moving towards Divine Feminine? I'll show you the cards you got, and then we'll get into the extension, because I'm pretty sure Divine Feminine, your side of things is going to look pretty interesting. This is so funny. They have a funny demeanour towards you, Divine Feminine. It's quirky. There you go. It's quirky. I was like, this cheeky thing. Okay. They may be a little bit possessive of you at the moment. Their demeanour that's coming through. They want the ball and chain. See what I mean? They want the ball and chain. They don't want to be free from you. They want to really be... but this doesn't feel bad. It just may, for Divine Feminines, be a little bit unusual, because I feel many Divine Feminines at the moment are embodying a lot of independence, and that's due to the fact both because of ascension, also to do with the transformation with the awakening, but definitely to relax so that the ascension can catch up. All right. Now, the way it's coming through is that they know that once they commit to you, they're not going anywhere. Once this reconciliation occurs, they already have mapped out what they need to do and how it's going to look. I do feel for some of them, they're thinking back to maybe a conversation they had with you, that they wanted to have children with you. It might have been a conversation you had. They are thinking on that aspect. They're thinking of the settling down energy, what that would have been like, or even if a karmic had became entwined in the circumstance. They're really thinking all the way back to when you guys were together. But they're making very, very realistic choices. And really feeling you know, that this is it. They're wanting to share. They're wanting to be more open, but they're happy to have that, you know, they're recouping before they directly move towards you, but it doesn't feel very long. And this has been a real interesting message that has synchronistically been coming through with all of the masculines this week, is that, you know, the rest is as Mercury transits direct. And I feel no more than a week, 2 weeks, that there's already a shift happening within them. And there is a lot of nausea. So they're really rejecting people, places and things because it's just not directly resonating with them at the moment. We will get into the snippets. Stay tuned and let's see how this is going to play out. And we'll see what our other elements are coming through that are hidden. See you in 5. Okay. They are feeling, and it just felt really cushy, they feel super playful. And I said it's almost like they're smoozing, but it's not in a bad way. It feels very different to the way they used to be. They don't want to be free from you. There's a little bit of, as I mentioned, insecurities, fatigue. And it doesn't mean to say that this person is an insecure human being. I'm just merely feeling their vibration at the moment is very tired. And they're having this inner child wounds come up, but not as per se abandonment, just really wanting to be close to you, really wanting to have that it's okay. And I do feel whatever has happened in the past has really worn them down. Now the card says laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember love is the greatest healer. Now that is what's on the agenda with Divine Masculine and Feminine. And ultimately, I see this to be playing out very interesting. Let's see how they're moving towards you. Thanks for joining YILDIZ Readings 5D. If you do want to come through and get the extension, it is in the Members Hub, and the extensions are at the top level. At the bottom level, the first level, we have the Twin Flame coaching twice a month. The second level, we have all the content pre-released. In the top level, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, you get the extension. So yes, there's hopes to come. And on the website at the moment, we have webinars. We're going to be having the Lionsgate portal, Aries and Chiron, Juno moving direct, which will impact the Twin Flame path, and I do have specials up. So come through, subscribe and join, or I will see you live every Friday. Take care, guys.